Hi everyone. We are currently living in an age that technology is making our lives much more convenient than ever before. One of those ways is by having our very own digital assistant that allows us to organize our lives and control our homes. In this video, I will go through the beginning stages of setting up a smart home using Google Home. With this setup, you can look up information, recipes, check your calendar, make phone calls, and much more. This basic setup can also easily be upgraded to control smart devices like lights, televisions, and other appliances. This will also work on Android and iOS devices. So with that in mind, let's begin the setup process. So for this episode, we're going to need a Google Home and the Google Home app installed on your smartphone. These instructions will also work with a Google Home Mini. So begin by plugging in your Google Home to the wall. Now you have to make sure that you have the Google Home app installed on your smartphone. Just go to your App Store and search for Google Home. After the app is downloaded, open it up and you will see a screen similar to this one. If you don't see this and instead see something like this, then that means you have already done this. So you should check out my other videos on adding an additional Google Home to your smart home. These instructions are for first-time setups. Anyway, for those of you who are starting from scratch, you will see this screen. If you noticed, two devices showed up that have television icons. These are my Android TVs that were already connected to my network before getting a Google Home. The same thing will happen to you if you have an Android TV or a Chromecast already set up. So let's create a home by tapping on Get Started. Next, we want to tap on Set up new devices in your home. On the next screen, we want to give your smart home a name. You can name it whatever you want, but I'm just going to name it Home. After naming your home, tap Next. You will now see a screen that says Looking for Devices. It's very important that your Google Home is plugged in now so the app can find it. After it's done searching for devices, you will see a list of nearby devices. I have multiple devices that I need to set up, but for this video, I will set up my Google Home. I'm selecting it now. Now the app will try to connect to the Google Home so it can configure it for the network. When it's done connecting, you will be asked if you hear a sound like this. If you did, tap Yes. This means that the app successfully connected to the Google Home. Here, you are asked if you want to share device statistics and crash reports. Tap Yes if you want to do this, but there isn't any different functionality if you don't. Now I'm asked where in my home this device is located. I'm putting this Google Home in my living room, so I will select Living Room and tap Next. In the next window, there will be a list of Wi-Fi networks, which will also include your neighbor's networks. Scroll to find your network, select it, and tap Next. Now the app is configuring your Google Home to connect to your Wi-Fi network. Wait until it's done, and it's connected, so tap Next. Now you get some legal and privacy information. You can tap Next after reading it. You will now be asked to activate Voice Match. Voice Match allows the Google Home to know who you are by recognizing your voice. This is helpful in households with multiple people so each person can get responses catered to them. For example, with getting calendar info, every person will get their own calendar info instead of one shared calendar. This will also prevent others from talking to your Google Home and asking it for your personal information. I will choose I agree, but I already set this up on my phone before, so I get a message saying that my voice is already recognized. I'll just hit back. Now I'm asked if I want to turn on personal results. This will allow you to ask Google Home questions about your personalized calendar, contacts, photos, and more. Since I already set up the assistant to recognize my voice, I don't have to worry about others asking for my personal information, so I'll tap on I agree. You may get this message here that you didn't turn on Voice Match, but as you saw earlier, the app already said that the Voice Match was already activated. This must be a bug in the Google Home app, because after I go to set up the Voice Match after this, it tells me the same thing, that the assistant can already recognize my voice. I verified this by having someone else ask Google Home for my calendar, and Google told the person that they couldn't verify their voice.
I couldn't verify your voice, so I can't share calendar information. You can either try again or verify your voice match settings in the Google Home app.
So I'll just click on Close. Now you are asked to enter your home address. If you already set up your home address on your Google Home account, it will already show up here. If not, type it out. Tap on Confirm Address after you're done. On the next screen, you are asked to add any music services. I have premium Google Music and YouTube Music, and also an account with Pandora, so those are set up. If you have a subscription to any of the others listed here, select them so you can link them to your Google Home. If you don't have any subscriptions to any of them, it is good to know that Google allows you to access YouTube Music for free from any Google Home. So add YouTube Music if you want to play music on your smart display. The only caveat with free YouTube Music is that you will get ads. If you don't feel like setting up a service yet, you can do that later. To continue, tap Next. On this window, you will be asked which music service will be your default. I'm selecting Google Music. However, if you prefer Spotify or another service, select those. Now we're adding video services. I already have Netflix clicked for me, but you can set up any of these services you want. You can always do this at a later time also. Now I get a screen showing the two Android TV devices that were already connected to my network. If you had an Android TV or a Chromecast already connected, they will also show up here. Selecting the devices will allow you to control them through Google Home, so you can pause and play your Chromecast and Android TV content using your voice. If you are getting this screen, then select the ones you want to control and tap Next. If you don't get this screen, just ignore the next couple of screens until we get to the same screen. On the next screen, I'm asked what room I want to add the living room TV to. I'm obviously going to add it to my living room and tap Next. Next, I'm asked where I want to add my bedroom TV to. Since I don't have a bedroom created yet, I will scroll down and select Bedroom in the Create New section. It's asking me if I want to give my bedroom a different name. I'll select No. Here, you're asked if you want to get email updates from Google on the new features and products relating to Google Home. If you do, tap Sign Up. If you don't, tap No Thanks. I selected No Thanks. And you're all done. In this screen, you will see the completed steps and you are asked to configure optional features like adding a payment method or default video playback devices. I skip this and hit Continue and will set this up at a different time. You are now given an alert that your Google Home speaker is ready, and you also hear a voice alert on your Google Home.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant. I'm here to help. To learn a few things you can do, continue in the Google Home app.
Tap Continue and you will see a list of commands you can ask your Google Home to test it out. When you're done, scroll down to the bottom and tap Finish. And now you're completely set up. You can enjoy your Google Home now. So that's how you set up the beginning stages of a smart home using the Google Assistant. Check out my other Google Home videos that show you how to add other devices and more so you can customize your smart home the way you want to. If you have any other smart home questions, please ask them in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.